Oh yeah. Okay, let go. What today? Kumasi be tomati missy, and I'm begging. I'm down on my knees, oh Lord, I'm begging, please. Will you let the rain come falling down? Yeah, you call you. Ìwọ tó rọ̀jò from the sky tó kàn mí lára. Ó jẹ́ ká fẹ́ kó tù mí lára. I don't wanna beg nobody like Bambi Allah. Ṣe yìí fún mi, ya Allah. Ibikíbi tó rè mí wá, jẹ́ kó wá mi wá, jẹ́ kó wá mi rí. Oh yeah, whether na China or Soweto. Kò má jí tó jẹ́ kó bá mi nílé uye ṣe ìmọ̀ pé ó tún dé kò má síbi tẹ́yìn wá ti mí sí cause Ọlọ́run lókè ti bless me ṣé you know I've got confidence in the one I know and only everything where you promise you go do my for me from the sky to come me lára. Ó jẹ́ ká fẹ́ kó tù mí lára. I don't wanna beg nobody like Bambi Allah. Ṣe yìí fún mi, ya Allah. Ibikíbi tó rè mí wá, jẹ́ kó wá mi wá, jẹ́ kó wá mi rí. Oh yeah, whether na China or Soweto. Kò má jí tó jẹ́ kó bá mi nílé uye jẹ́ kó bá mi nílé jẹ́ kó wá mi wálé Ramza kò má jí tó kò lè fún ẹ kò lè fún ẹ. If you want the rain to fall upon me right now, kò lè fún ẹ. Let your blessings follow me. Everywhere that I go, that's your me when I'm feeling cold. Ibikíbi tó rè mí wá, jẹ́ kó wá mi wá, jẹ́ kó wá mi rí. Oh yeah, whether na China or Soweto, kò má jí tó. Jẹ́ kó bá mi nílé uye. Ìwọ tó rọ̀jò from the sky tó kàn mí lára. Ó jẹ́ ká fẹ́ kó tù mí lára. I don't wanna beg nobody like Bambi Allah. Ṣe yìí fún mi, ya Allah.
It's crazy how Allah brought us close to the thing. Sammy Tyson thuggin', he was running the streets. Jay embraced Islam at the age of 15. Me, I had to flee the war in the Middle East. Coming close to death got me thinking, oh, what a ni'mah to be living. SubhanAllah, what if God picked me? How many hasanat would I bring when we meet? Allah's plan, Allah's plan. There's a wisdom being broke. I lost my vision seeing gold. Dunya had me by the throat. Akhirah's coming close. You ain't taking nothing but your soul. Was an egotistic youth. All the ish I used to do, used to kick it on the roof, smoking piff with all my goons, man. Past things, did a lot of bad things. I was sinning and sinning and sinning and sinning, and now that I'm free. Past things, did a lot of bad things. I was sinning and sinning and sinning and sinning, and now that I'm free. I cannot regret it, but I wish I could forget it. Shawty hit my line and she's tryna get up on me. I tell her la habibti, that's too hard on wallahi. Where they are, I was raised with Somalis. Everyone got a friend named Abdi. I'm from OT 613. Back in Jahiliyyah, we just smoke weed, dog. Had to switch my life, I turned to Tawheed. Imagine where I'd be if I had no deen. Allah's plan,
A lost plan, yeah. Took Shahada 2010. Yeah. Been a good boy ever since. I caught off the biggest friends, yeah. Never going back again. I'm a Muslim to the end, taught myself that I don't be. Hit me up for that tajweed, dog. Bad things, did a lot of bad things. I was sinning. I'm finally free. Yeah. Rabbi, gotta pray for the day my whole family converts to the deen, yeah. That's a lost plan, yeah. That's a lost plan. We Dean Squad, yeah. Till we meet God, yeah. Dean Squad till we meet God, yeah. Till we meet God, yeah.
حقق أمانينا وفقنا في كل آن فيما سعينا يا الله يا منان حقق أمانينا وفقنا في كل آن فيما سعينا Grateful today for difference and change, for all colors and shades, 'cause you made it this way. وهبتنا النبراس في حب كل الناس، أغدق لنا إحساس أنت هادينا يا الله يا رحمن حقق أمانينا وفقنا في كل آن فيما سعينا يا الله يا منان حقق أمانينا وفقنا في كل آن فيما سعينا
Alright, it's Switched Off, your regular show on television every Friday. They figured out when to say it the way it is. I'm your regular host, Teresa Adeyemi Tessie. Thank God we are alive. To all my Muslim brothers and sisters, I wish you a happy Friday. How was your happy Friday today? Yes, in case you just seen this show for the first time, this is a talk show, it's a talk program where we talk about what is real. We don't fake it on this show. Today we can talk about education, and next week it could be politics, coming week could be entertainment. We do all. We are not limited. No, we are not limited. We spread our arms, we spread our tentacles everywhere. Because this is the show where we say it the way it is. And we don't just come on air to say it the way it is. But we verify before we trust. Because even this day saw who's like shooter. How are you coping with your face masks? Remember, coronavirus is real. Wherever you're going out there, make sure to go out with your face mask. Because if you're caught without a face mask on the street of Lagos now, you are going for 6 months. You know, I used to say that Corona has done a lot of harmful things to us. It has taken many loved ones away, and it's shut down our social life that we can no longer hug, we can no longer shake, we can't shake hands anymore. Now, what we do is we do the elbow greeting and everything. It has also, it shouldn't let Corona send us to prison again. That's what I keep telling people. So wherever you're going to, make sure you wear your face mask. Today on the show is going to be very interesting because I have the youth in the house with me. And we'll be looking at a very interesting thing. Because our youth on Thursdays, we need to encourage them. This posted, don't let me go there before I let out the back of the cat. All right, other than Wednesday, yes, on Wednesday, I was at police college in Ikeja. And I saw something that I've not seen before. I'm not here to hide, but what I saw on Wednesday, I'm telling you, it's a wow. But when you see it, you know what I'm talking about. I'm telling you. You know, when you are a politician and you have to use, if you give them money, like you give them 10K, 20K, and you think that's empowerment, we all know the situation of this country. Let's not sugarcoat it. 10,000 is nothing. If you owe 10,000 now, you're going to be done with it immediately. Before the twinkle of an eye, you don't even know how to spend. You're wondering what happened to this money. Did someone steal my money? Have you ever been in this situation before? Where you have money and you're looking for it and you say, oh, they've stolen my money. But at the end of the day, when you do your calculation, you will know you yourself stole your money. No one stole your money. But when you empower the youth, like this man gave them a free wheel drive, I don't know how they call it, this shuttle bus, a small bus, you know, picking the touts out from the street, picking them away from the street, giving them something to work with. That is what I call empowerment. You take them to the stream and teach them how to fish, not by giving them the fish, no. It taught them how to fish, and I must really say kudos to him. If all our politicians can be like this, I'm telling you, the youth will be kind. They will not be alone. All right, let's quickly check it out together, and I'll be back with my guest on set.
Okay, so we hand over this machine to you, the glory of God. We will use it for the benefit of your family and for our country. God bless you.
Money, me walk on snare, money connection, lower snare. We killing all the show, no snare. Ladies, the shama, Joe, lost snare. And after I kill the show, go snare. The next, the motive, lost snare. Baby snare, why you baby all the snare? Back it up, nobody snare. Nobody, my son, mommy snare, my son, daddy snare, oh no, you got the snare. Shout out, sound, they miss snare. I get the snare, they mushy snare. Smell those, them, I love the business. How they call me a latte, and my lady chatty. I just want to party, and get all I chatty. Baby, kilo wash you, it la wash you. And you know we Lagos boys, I'm all I do. Oh, na na, skascaro, skascaro, skascaro,
So what I've been saying, all those things, when I entered the buses, I reached 151 before the finally cautioned me that it should be 100. So, which means there are a lot of people here that are still going to get more and more data on. This is not going to be the last of this type of thing that Faleke is doing in the federal constituency. We have been doing it before, and each time the next one has always been bigger than the immediate past that he did. So those of us are going to benefit from all these items. It is just a show of appreciation for being steadfast and being loyal. So many names are there. If your name is not by part of what is going to the beneficiary today, just look up to God. I believe that the parents have not come. By the time other people are doing,
we are already synchronizing and synergizing with the party. So that if the name is part of the one that I reached here today, and the name is being missed out, just be rest assured, in a couple of weeks, we will be taken care of. And the thing that I'm going to get the materials, please, don't disappoint, don't say, make it to multiply for you.
Well, I pray for you before, and I'll still pray for you. I'll pray for the God, mighty God, to be with him, will guide him, and for him to move forward. And Almighty God will be with all of you, all of his family. And whatever we do in life,
what we saw today is very okay. The local government that are benefiting, we are all happy. But if you said you've not happened to Lagos before, I will not go with you. So people are doing it. Like 2 weeks ago, we have a senator here that did the same thing. Senator Yawu. So it's not I mean, you can say so that's what senator as well. So we thank Dr. Kwame for what he did today to everybody. So we thank them, and we are expecting more from him.
Wonderful man God has sent to us, because he has demonstrated empowerment in different fashion. And why I said I'm not surprised is that his level of or kind gesture to humanity cannot be emphasized. And I must tell you, I've been one of his pioneer supporter right from when he was executive chairman of Ojudu local government. And I'm really happy, not just because he has given me this minibus, but because I would say among the words, our words would be GRA is the luckiest. We are one of the ones that got the highest number of these things. My friends, my brothers, and even this one that he has given to me, I'm sure I'll be able to give to one of our youth in a way of empowering them, because I'm the leader. Taking away pain, taking away difficulties for what he has done. And it's not just to an individual, it's to a family, it's to a community. We are lucky to have somebody of this kind of person.
Only advise them, they are all adults, you can only advise them, but some of them, when they have benefit of such, some don't know the value. But if somebody is giving you food, putting food on your table, it has helped you in promoting yourself and your family. I'm sure we advise them not to sell it, they should make use of it so that they can sustain their life. Yeah, he said the fourth of its kind, but this is a mega one. And he said another one is coming soon. So we expect bigger one.
Welcome back to Stockfish Talk. We're testing the program where we say it the way it is. You've seen it all, and I'm sure you've not seen it all. But at least let's keep encouraging our politicians to do more for us. If they can be doing this for all the youths, I'm telling you, most of the youth will become. Because right now, the youths are not smiling. No, they're not smiling. All right, it's Stockfish Talk again, and I have my guest today is... I was about reading out something. Akpatsira Okweyemi. He's the supervisor for youth and sport, Ojudu LCDA. And today, this morning, we will be looking at youth in politics. Everything that concerns the youth of nowadays, because he's a youth leader. So he should be able, I know he can communicate better with the youth. He knows their language. You should speak their language. So we'll be looking at youth in politics the way forward for youth in this country, especially in politics, and what exactly is happening to our youth. We'll be looking at all these things. Just tag along, and I can assure you, you're not going to be bored, because it's good to listen to one of us. I'm also a youth. It's good to listen to one of us. Well, am I no youth?
Of course, yeah. It's a thing of the mind.
It's a thing of the mind. Thank you. All right, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right.
Viewers at home, my name is Okoyemi Apatira. I'm the supervisor for youth and sports in Ojodo LCDA. And being a youth in politics, it's been a good learning curve. It's been encouraging. It's been a journey. It's been a hell of experience, a good one.
A hell of experience.
Yes. It's been eye-opening. It's been thus far. Let me just put it like that, because as a youth in politics, there's a little bit of bigger scrutiny on you compared to the other generations, because you're expected to do more. Because even in the first place, you're not expected to be in that position based on the political happenings, and based on the fact that many of our youths are not very serious. Many, not all. There are some very serious ones that I've met and I've engaged, that I've been involved with, and I know that with enough opportunities, they will do better. But the truth is, many of our youths have been looked down upon as not serious to take the mantle of leadership. So when people like us come forth and take that mantle, the scrutiny is double compared to the regular ages that are prevalent in the political circle. So it has been eye-opening, it's been good, and it's been educating.
All right. What is your father a politician? Because I'm just wondering, as a youth, do you just wake up one day and you decide, and you just make up your mind that, okay, I want to go into politics? I don't understand.
My mom is a politician, my uncles are politicians. My sister, Remi Apatira, she was a politician, so she was a delegate during the time Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu was running for senator. She was a delegate in support of Asiwaju. So my family, we've been in politics for quite a while.
All right, I know you've shared part of your experience with us in politics, but I want us to touch it more deeply now. As a youth in politics, what are those challenges you're facing? Because I once encountered a youth in politics, and he told me that whenever he's trying to voice out his opinion, they shut him down. I don't know. So I want you to, as a youth in politics,
I believe the first thing when a youth is coming into politics is, if you have nothing to bring to the table, then don't even dare. If you want to be heard in politics and you have nothing to offer, you're bringing nothing to the table, don't dare. First, I've told you before, the scrutiny is much on you. So if ever you're coming into politics, bring something to the table. This is how I started. I aspired as a councillor in my ward A, Ojodo LCDA.
Okay.
And because of that, I knew I had to do some service to the party, APC. So I went to, there was Buhari Osinbajo campaign offices was open then. They were taking people, we were asked to bring our ideas on how to move the campaign forward. I was the one in charge of IT and media then. Okay. All the bulk SMSs, all the robocalls, all the campaign ideas and strategies you saw then, I was part of the team that was involved in it. So before politics, professionally, I'm an IT person. Okay. I'm an Oracle certified professional. Okay. I do programming. I have a couple of applications in the App Store and Play Store. Wow. So that is what I do. I'm a full-fledged programmer. So that was the experience I brought into politics. That was the service. That was what I brought to the table. So if you are a youth and you're coming into politics and you don't want to be shut down, you don't want to be seen as unserious, you don't want to be seen as a tool just to be pasting posters all about, bring something to the table.
All right, but as a youth, I'll still hammer that word, youth. As a youth, what do you think about all these youth on the street? You know, someone told me during the #EndSARS protest, someone said these youth are drug youths. Because when you see most of them on the street, you know, even on social media, you see some youth will start misbehaving, they'll start some assaulting, they'll say one puff. But as a youth yourself, what measures have you put in place? At least, maybe to bring this youth together, and like maybe even the ones in your area, because I know you do very well.
I'll agree and I'll disagree with you that most of these youths are drug smokers, etc. I believe the system creates what you see to an extent. And we won't just blame everything on the system alone. It starts from home.
From whom? Yeah.
Parenting is very
Key.
important.
Yeah.
I can boast today of my upbringing. I don't want to go much into that, but parenting is very key. Aside that, when you are being taught at home, you have to teach yourself as well. In terms of government policies when it comes to youth, it is something that's coming from the federal. There is synergy from the federal to the state and to the local. As far as local government is concerned, I'm a cabinet member of Oduduwa LCD. I'm in charge of youth and sports. My responsibility is to bring up youth activities and sporting activities that promotes the youth and sports in the local government. I advise my chairman, which I've done over the years, and he has done many programs, including empowerment. In fact, there is an agric program currently going on now in Ekwe, where many of our youths from the local governments were participating, like about 20 or 30 of them, and so many other things. We play tournaments where, talents are discovered, and a lot of things. We do empowerment. We give out equipment to youths in the community on by biannual basis, and so many other programs that we do with the blessings of my chairman, because it is his mandate. We are there to serve as a cabinet member.
Okay. So do you, looking at the way politics is being played now in this country, this part of the world, do you think they have a future in politics in Nigeria? Because there was a time they said not too young to rule, but so people had it really hard. And then I interviewed a lot of young people that wanted to go into politics, and they had their own bitter share of the experience, bitter part of the experience they had. So now, the way everything has been playing now, do you think the youths actually have a future in politics in
Yes,
this country?
even now more than ever. If you look at the political terrain right now, firstly, there are more youths aspiring.
I'm telling you, yeah.
Aside that, youths are more interested now. I believe the events of the NSAS and, a lot of things that has happened in the country recently has brought a surge in youths' participation in politics. Because normally, most of the youths don't used to care. They don't used to care before. They just feel,
let them do
their thing. But now, I think the messages are getting on. People came out in Marseille for NSAS. Later, it's morphed into end bad governance. The message started changing. That is how it is morphing. Now, a lot of youths are very much interested in politics and are coming into politics in mass. I can assure you that. Because I'm a grassroots person, I'm on ground, I know what is happening. And now more than ever, I believe we are really serious as youths to take the mantle from our honorable leaders that have been there before.
All right. Now let's look at 2023 election in view. Like I say, they are zoning to south, zoning to all the zoning. So what can you say about it?
Well, we all know Nigeria is a marriage. Whether you decide to say it's an inconvenient marriage or not, that is your prerogative. But for me, it is a marriage. And the zoning arrangement is a lovely one. And the idea is not to allow some part of the country feel left behind or feel shortchanged. And this is also in the intention for this is to sustain the unity of Nigeria, which I believe is a lovely idea will work. So zoning to southwest is lovely.
All right, we were talking about youth in politics, and I'm telling you, it is loaded. You can see it's loaded. Our youth are loaded. So that kind of impression that you're always having about the youth, I can tell you there's a brighter future for youth in politics in this country. It's the Pitch Talk with Tessie. We go on a brief break. When we come back, we continue with our discussion. Do not touch that time. We'll be back.
tell you something, now I see clearly, yeah, yeah. This love never dries, like Zamzam, yeah. It's not intoxicating, cause it balance, yeah. I love your sales speech, but I'm not buying your illusion, yeah, yeah. Can I be your love, yeah? That's what you're saying. I can be your love, yeah. You won't regret it. That we never walk lying, lying. That we never walk lying, yeah. I don't want your love, I got enough. I get it from a source that is never ending. If you want me now, your love is not enough. I tell you something, now I see clearly, yeah, yeah. Yeah, a stranger with pretty promises. Oh yeah, you was so perfect, no blemishes. Yeah. Your actions are flawless, but I smell deceit. The surface so glossy, but I feel what's beneath. I don't want no sham with the glittering package, yeah. So make you carry the go, oh yeah. Can I be your lover? That's what you're saying. That we never will lie, yeah. I don't want your love, I got enough. I get it from a source that is never ending. If you want me now, your love is not enough. I tell you something, now I see clearly, yeah, yeah. If you want, you can do with no strings attached. Love me, you can love me. If you want, you can do with no strings attached. I don't want your love, I got enough. I get it from a source that is never ending. If you want me now, your love is not enough. I tell you something, now I see clearly, yeah, yeah.
Welcome back. The program is Speech Talk with Tessie, the show where we say it just the way it is. And I still have, is it Mr. Apatira? How should I call you? Is it Mr. Apatira
Yes, Mr.
in the
Apatira.
house? Okay. All right. Now I'm looking at 2023 elections. Do you believe the youth will come out to vote? Because looking at what happened last year with the hashtag #EndSARS protest, do you think the youth will still come out to vote en masse?
Well, in a way, I'm quite optimistic because looking at the outpouring of participation in the answers, and in fact, I heard they were even trying to form a political party then.
The youth.
Party, whatever.
Okay.
It's garnered enough noise. But the question is it sustainable? Because as youths, we always seem to make a mistake. And I'm putting it out to every youth out there. And that mistake is that we feel entitled. Fine, we know we have the numbers. Of course, over 60% of the population are youths, still within that youthful range. But we always make a mistake, feeling like we have the numbers. So governance or leadership should be given to us like a thing on a platter of gold. No, you have to be ready to go down there, do the dirty work, pay your dues. You don't just come into politics and feel like I'm a youth. I'm entitled. There are a lot of youths behind me. No. Some people came into this party, some people formed the structure, some people funded this party, some people out of nothing, they sacrificed for the structure. You want to use your feeling of entitlements to enjoy. No. It's not supposed to be like that. It's a service-oriented thing. It's like going into a corporate organization and telling them that I finished with A's in school. Then you have to give me a managerial position straight up. No, it doesn't work like that. You got to start from somewhere. You have to, you have to pay your dues. Start from the bottom and work your way up. I think that is the mistake we always make as youths. And I think gradually the message is being passed across everybody that, like political party registration is starting. I think we'll know what is going to happen from there. We are encouraging our youth to come out and say, and register, become a party member, become a stakeholder. You're already a stakeholder, but you have to make it physical. You're not just a stakeholder by sitting at the back and saying, I want to no, it doesn't work like that. You have to be involved.
But you see, politics is something I don't really understand. We're talking about something before we came live on air. Why is it that it's only people that belong to that party that benefit from the party? Just like someone asked me now. Why is it that only people from APC, like let me say APC, if there's anything for the youth, your own zone, now let's talk about your own zone, is it only youth from APC that will benefit from whatever you have to offer the youth?
Well, I'll talk about one of my programs, which I think the people of my constituency are very well aware about, and that is Aquaterra Community Cup. And whenever I host my tournaments, it cuts across party lines. I don't even care whether you belong to APC or PDP to participate in my tournament. And if you are a talent and you are discovered, it doesn't matter whether you are APC or... We don't even ask such questions. I think the reason why many of our empowerments, development is politicized is because of our level of politicking. Like they always say, Rome wasn't built in a day, and I believe gradually we will get there. For me, governance should be more about the policy. Fine, the policies will come in, but it should be more about the policy, because the policy is the crucible of the development. If, let's say for example, I want to have an empowerment in my constituency now, the reason why it's more like, it's always like is along party line is because the party has a structure. And it's easy to distribute things through the party structure. Of course, when you are a member of House of Reps, a member of the Assembly, State Assembly, or a member of local government assembly, whatever your program, it has to be, is supposed to cut across party line, because you're not there to represent your party alone, you are there to represent the people. But I believe it's because of the party has a structure that is so easy to distribute things all across. That is why it's always seeming like that. But I believe with time, gradually we'll get there.
Now, as a supervisor for youth export in Ujudu LCDA, I want you to tell us a few ways you've impacted the youth in your LCDA.
Well, firstly, year on year, I do sponsor ICT programs.
Okay, because that's your major.
Yeah, like youths. Even there is an ongoing one now where I sponsor like tens of youths. Wow. It's in conjunction with Sage company. They are using the local governments. Okay. They are like a third-party company. Okay. They are managing our ICT center for us. So they do programs every year. So on my part, I do sponsor a lot of youth in the community. They go there, they get trained. Those ones that got trained last year, I think one of them even did. Is a young boy of about SS1 or SS2. He's the one in charge of my graphic designs. Wow. Yeah, he does that. His name is Festus Sao, if I can recall. Wow. There are a lot of them like that. I do that. And even if in my community where I am from, that is Oluwole Oba Housing Estate. You go to our football field, you see a barbed wire almost all around the field. I did that. It's part of my initiative. Because there used to be shops at the back of the field.
Okay.
And whenever we play football, we used to eat some of those old women. In fact, it happened one time where one of the women was hit with a very hot shot and she fainted. She sells milk, and while we were giving her milk, and she discovered that she's taking about 2 of her milk, she had to wake up that it's enough. You know, so I did that barbed wire to protect our market women. And when you go to Oluwole football field, you'll see, you know, and in lots of initiative. I have an NGO, it's called the Akpatira Initiative Network, where twice in a year
I know that surname is popular, that Akpatira. It's a very popular surname. It's a popular surname in Lagos,
yes,
I know.
Yes. So it's called the Akpatira Initiative Network. Twice a year we do give out, according to my capability, I select across wards. You know, when I'm talking about what, you know, it's more of a party thing, because that structure is there. And it's going to take time to match it when it comes to community. But we will get there, I believe we will get there. With the right people in place in the polity, we will get there. Because that is how development is really going to reach the grassroots. The local government is the closest to the grassroots. It's, for me, it's even more important than the federal and the states. If there is a loss of synergy, if there is a loss of connect between local states, there's a big problem. Because most of the initiative that the federal government meant well, the states meant well as well. But if it is not well implemented at the local government level, if your mandate or your manifesto doesn't align with what the state is trying to do, there's going to be a problem. There's going to be disconnection. And, you know, so I try as much as possible to spread whatever I'm doing across the grassroots, so it reaches the grassroots and alleviates poverty as much as possible.
All right. So if I may ask, now you being the supervisor for youth and sports, what is your next ambition? What is the next big thing you want to go into? Do you have any plan somehow? And you have to know how to talk about it, or else I'll bill you. Let me just start it straight to you.
Well, you bill me. I have to be careful. When I hear billing, I have to put that into
empowerment. I want you to do empowerment for me.
It's fine.
Okay.
Most definitely, as a politician, you don't stand in a place. Development is like when you're in SS1, you're definitely going to write exam just to be promoted to SS2. So I'm running for chairman of Oduduwa LCDA. That's my next plan, and he's already in the works.
But the chairman is your boss.
Yes.
So are you running against him?
No, he's not running. He's not running.
He's not running.
Yes.
Okay, this is the second time.
Yes.
Oh, he's leaving. Oh, I wish you well. I wish you well. All right, I want you to look at the screen and advise all the youths out there this morning. I want you to advise them.
Okay. Youths, I'm going to say, firstly, be involved. If you want to be a stakeholder, you want to have a say in the polity, you want to influence changes, you want to bring about a change you ask for, you have to be involved. Get registered in a party, preferably APC, because that's where I belong, and always bring something to the table. It is very important. You don't just come into an organization demanding for rights that you haven't built. You have to build yourself first, bring something to the table, have something to offer. That way you'll be reckoned with and be involved. Those are my 2 key advices for you this morning.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, this is how I end it today on this Friday. God be with us next week, Friday. God be with us, inshallah. I will be here again to bring you more exciting talks that you will enjoy. I tell you, we just don't say it the way it is, but we say it the way it is. I am Teresa Adeyemi. Join me again same time next week, same station, same time, only on MITV. You know what I'm talking about, by God's grace. You can follow me on my social media and do @Tessie Rally. Till I come your way again, by God's grace, inshallah. It's a bye-bye and do have a great weekend.